All right. Well, welcome to our Tuesday night training with some awesome rock stars. I share this every Tuesday night with some amazing ladies, and I love each and every one of you. And thank you so much for jumping on. And I share this with Stephanie Wood from Texas. She's our executive, and Dawn Abbott, who is a silver director, and yes, I found her. She's mine. And then she found Stephanie. And then Tammy Glowacki. And I don't know if she's going to be here tonight. I know that she's visiting her son who's turning 21. She's in Colorado, so that's pretty exciting for her. So anyway, I just kind of wanted to go over. This has gone on. I mean, we've had the sales start. A week ago, and we have some amazing rock stars here. And I just want them to share. We kind of talked about this a little bit before we started the recording, but I just want to share their takes and what they are doing in order to bring people in, not necessarily just with the new product, not just with the GLPX. I want to know, and I'm sure all of you want to know, how do we get these people, because they're seeing all the GLPX. They're seeing it on different pages and different people. I had a gal say that if you don't sell it to me, I'll find someone else that will. That type of thing. So she obviously it's out there a lot. But I just kind of wanted to see, and I know that Stephanie Foreman, I asked Dawn, and then we asked Lisa Sullivan, and then Stephanie Wood. I want you guys to each share a little tidbit of what you're doing. I know you guys are posting on your walls. I know that you guys are following up with these, but what verbiage are you using when you first address someone that's interested in the GLPX? And then, of course, are you using boards? Are you using your own verbiage? Are you using messenger? Are you voice messaging? Just give us a little bit of ideas. And I'm going to go ahead and go with Stephanie Foreman, because I do know that she has Casey there. And if her time gets cut off, I want to grab her first. So Stephanie, would you please share a little bit about, I think you have how many? 18, 19, 20?
I have 17.
Okay.
17.
All right. Awesome.
I had one kind of flake off on me yesterday. I contacted Stephanie and I said, "Hey, can you do a call with me? I have somebody that wants to come in and wants to do the business. She's been in former sales. She's going through some things right now." And she's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then I came back and I said, "Hey, I can get you on a call." And then it was like straight down there and I was like, "Well, I don't know. Maybe she'll turn around." So,
Yeah.
but so yeah, so when you guys, we were getting all this information with this GLPX, I'm saying, okay, I know so many people that are using the shot. And I'm not going to lie and tell you that I may not have thought about doing that myself. Casey came into the world. I have gained back a good portion of what I lost when I've done the program, just because I wasn't focusing on myself. Casey had my complete attention and he still has about 85% of it. So for me to come in and try to learn what this is, I was jumping on all the trainings, and if I couldn't, I was catching the recordings. So what I ended up doing was I came up with my own verbiage, and I posted, I don't know if you guys creep my wall or not, but let me tell you, I posted a very controversial post about the San Francisco 49ers and the Super Bowl. Let's just put it that way. I'm going to tell you, I really could care less who won the game. I don't follow national football. I'm an Ohio State person. We all know that, just like Dawn is for Alabama. And it was a thing to do on that Sunday night. So long story short, I posted a very controversial post about Travis Kelce and how he screamed at his coach and everybody was coming unglued. Long story short, I am a professional on my Facebook page. I'm a professional digital creator, right? That's what I've done instead of being personal, so I can have the followers instead of friends. That post, I haven't checked it in a few days, but that post had 58,000 hits. I did not want to be drawn into everything that was going on. And I ended up not, I haven't been back for days because I just kept going into saying stuff. But putting that out there drew people out of the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
So when GLPX hit the following day, then I had all these people seeing me from where I had posted. I'm not saying that I got a whole lot out of that, but I'm just saying putting stuff out there, and I'm not saying to put controversial stuff out, but putting stuff out there that's going to bring people in, and make sure that if you get somebody commenting on your post, that you comment back at least 4 to 5 words, because that's what brings it back up into somebody's feed. I don't know if you guys have figured this out yet. I get information and notifications about my friends commenting on somebody I don't even know's post.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, well, how am I getting this? I don't really care about what they're talking about. So it's all about these things that if you're commenting and then they're seeing it, then it's putting it out there and it's coming up in their notifications. So they're checking out what you're doing. So like I said, when we got the GLPX and it came out, I came up with my verbiage, and basically I shared it with Colette the other day, and I said, so here's what we've launched. It's GLPX. It's our newly, and I put down trademark supplement, which has to be changed because the supplement itself isn't trademark. It's the properties in it that are trademarked.
Mm-hmm.
I said it naturally boosts your GLP-1 in your body, similar to what semaglutide shots are doing, but without the side effects or fear of the negative aspects of it. Which in mine I put out there for the fear of the cancer and the issues that come along with the semaglutide, because I went to the doctor, I know what all that stuff was. And then I said that our GLPX has the following benefits, and then I went through our benefits list, and I said our new supplement can be used as a standalone. However, the results show it works best with other products. Like I would suggest at least our trimmed down trio, but better with the X bundle or our gut collective. And I say that the clinical trials showed that using the GLPX at least 3 months had the highest levels of success and were attained. So we are suggesting to have it on subscription. GLPX is $75, which is way cheaper than the shots, how much the shots are going to be. I talk about how it's a great game changer and projecting it to be a winner in supplements. But the thing that when they come back and say, oh, I only want to do the GLPX, and I say, okay, let me ask you this. Are you using any kind of probiotic or anything like that? Because the GLP is in your gut biome. And if your gut biome is not healthy, then it's not going to boost it as in somebody that has a, cleaned out gut, basically. And so that's what I'm doing as far as getting that, because I was looking today and I think I have 17, 8 of them are brand new, or 9 of them are brand new. And out of the brand new ones are the ones that ordered extra. And they came in with either Gut Collective, the X bundles, and I had one that she didn't want to do any kind of drink. So we did Zing and probiotic and something else. So I'm saying, I'm literally saying to them, if you want best results, I highly suggest adding something to your probiotic. And then I throw out from boards the little thing that has the 4 different add-on type things to it. And that's kind of what's been working. As far as, I haven't got anybody on phone calls, but I have been doing voice messaging, just because like my messenger is completely swamped. I mean, I am trying to go through and try to figure out where people's at. And Dawn and I had to talk the other day, and she's like, hey, make sure that you're putting me in the chats, and we need to distinguish which ones are coaching chats and which ones are, and I'm like, oh my.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will get back to that. But I mean, that's really all I've been doing. And I know that Steph talks about not posting every day about it. And I try to put something that's Casey related or what have you, and then throw something in their GLP. Like today's day 2 for me, and I'm down 3.6 pounds. And I actually had a slice of pizza yesterday. So, I'm not putting the slice of pizza out there, but I'm just saying that,
Right.
I
You
have.
should.
Yeah, and you should. Yeah, you should.
Okay.
Because
Well, I
they've
haven't
got us.
made my post today. I thought I would do a live
Yeah. Yeah.
and put that out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
so real. I love that. Sorry. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, we would love for you to share that verbiage as well. So, if you could throw it in or just send it to Dawn. Send it to Dawn, and then Dawn can go through it, and then she can share it, and then we can look at it as an executive or as a team and kind of figure out what we want to do as far
Okay.
as maybe adding some things to boards. Um, and that would be awesome. So yeah, I love that because I think that that's where we're losing some of it is we're using some of the boards where we actually need to put some of our own verbiage in there. So I am going to go ahead and go with Lisa, if you don't mind, Lisa Sullivan. Welcome back. We're so excited, young lady. So excited that you're
I
back.
am
I
I'm
love
gonna warn
it.
you, the dogs are being fed and they are noisy when they're getting their food.
Well, mine sound asleep because I fed already.
Yeah, mine are very excited to get their food. So
Well, I am 3 hours ahead of you, so it is late and they already, yeah.
yeah, okay.
Awesome.
Well,
All
we're good
right,
now. They almost have
Lisa,
their food.
share what you're doing because you've earned both of your quick start bonuses, right?
I think so.
And then Stephanie, has she hit manager yet?
I think I'm 10 points away.
Oh my gosh,
She'll
girl.
hit it tonight. I'm pretty sure. She's got a
Well,
billion
I have a few people that are interested. So what I have done is I put the stuff on my shelves in my salon. And I have one person that's in a chat right now that came in on Sunday and she saw the products there and she was very interested, but she had her yearly woman's exam. She wanted to do that first.
Mm.
So check out her hormones, talk to her doctor, stuff like that. So I said, yep, no problem. That I'll follow up with her. So I
You can
haven't
help
done
us.
much other than just post and put the products in the salon and talk to people.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Stephanie. Did you want to
I
ask
just
me
wanted to,
something?
yeah, I wanted to ask a question. So in your salon, because I have a girl that was on my team well, when I first got started, it blew up and was doing fantastic, and she owns a salon.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to do you have just like the product, and then as they buy it from you, do you pre-order off of them so that it comes back in stock?
So what I'm going to do is I will have them sign up, order the product, and ship it to me. And then once I get the product, we go in and change their address to their address. So when they have their subscription, it goes right to them. That way you're not having to kind of juggle who gets what when it's going where.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa, why don't you? That's a good point. Hi, Melissa Adams. I'm so glad you're on.
Thank you, Melissa, for joining us.
Aw. Lisa, share how she has everybody on a subscription for 100. So
So
Lisa,
I've just told people, you're going to want to be on this for probably the next at least 90 days before you see results.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of worrying about, oh, I need to order that, it's just going to show up at your door.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you get the bonus points and free products in the future.
Right. And that's the thing. I just want to throw this in real quick. With all of those that we've signed up so far this month that haven't signed up for a subscription, even though we send out the subscription info, tell them all of that. We definitely, and in boards, there's different options to send these people to get them to remember to sign up for a subscription. And sometimes they're in a hurry. Sometimes it's a little harder than that they want to. Sometimes they think that it's going to be charged right away. We just have to make sure that they understand they need it for 90 days and that they need to have it on a subscription so they don't run out, because if they go a week without, taking it, they're not going to be as successful. So anyway.
Well, I also remind them they can cancel at any time and there's no penalty. So let's go ahead and put you on the subscription now. If you change your mind, you can cancel it.
So Lisa, how are you sending out like a voice message with that? Are you sending out just the subscription information? How are you positioning yourself to get them to sign up for a subscription?
Just talking to them.
Like on the phone, talking to them?
When they talk to me or they message me about getting set up, then when I send them my link, I usually talk to them in person or on the phone to say, this, you want to have the subscription for these reasons, what I already said.
Lisa is the queen of, she just gets them on the phone. I just see her. She's like, can I call you? Like she's just forward about it. Me, I'm like, she just is the queen of phone.
I love it.
Lisa, what products do you have in your salon? And welcome back, by the way.
Well, thank you. I had brought in the large kit, and I don't know the names of them anymore because everything changed. But I have pretty much everything on the shelf in the big bundle.
The advanced.
There we go.
Now, is this your salon? Is this your salon that you own?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That does make
So I opened a salon and a hair extension line. So that's kind of why I disappeared for a while. A little busy with that.
Oh, good. Good. Well, when you come to Zing Fling, I would like to have some extensions, right? Or do you do eyelashes? Because I need some of those too.
I don't. I have a girl that does, but no, I don't. I don't wear makeup, so we need the lashes to hide everything.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So do you have anything else you want to add, Lisa?
I don't think so.
Stephanie, do you have anything to add for Lisa?
I know, I'm like,
may have left out.
People just don't realize it until you see it in them and you point it out, So I just would say she just is really great about getting people on the phone. She's like a
I
hook,
also have a captive audience when I have people sitting in my chair or other people in the salon. Well, in somebody else's chair.
Yeah, I go to the salon tomorrow or Thursday. I'm going to approach my gal.
Yeah, you should.
It's not her own salon. That's the only problem. It's not her salon. But
I've also told my girls,
set up an appointment with the owner. That's what I need to do.
But I've told my girls, because it's a lease salon, if they sign up, they can do the same thing.
Cool.
So it's a bonus for everybody.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So if you talk to the owner and then tell the owner if the people under her that work for her also sign up, so it's a win-win.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. All right. I am going to move on to Dawn.
Well, I'm kind of all over the place, so I don't know how organized this is going to be. Just kind of give y'all a little inside information. I picked the wrong month to go back to friggin' work. I'm working 4 days a week right now, and it's killing me with this new launch. But posting has been the main thing. It's been active. Today's probably the only day that there's not anything active in my stories. The excitement, just truly down deep gut being excited about this product. Flavors are great. New trim stick flavors, new shake flavors, whatever, they're great. But truly being excited about what this product is going to do, I think has helped me tremendously. I've got 13 new enrollments. Half of them are on subscription. The ones that aren't are return customers, and I think there's probably 5 or 6 that are return customers. And basically when I do a GLPX post, you're gonna get, I just want the GLPX. I just want that. But how I start my conversation, and I pulled a chat up. Oh, I thought I did. There's only been one copy and paste, and it's when it's when somebody asks. All right, here's one. I just said, hey, Christy, you wanted to know, I wanted to get with you about the program and our new product that you had asked about. And then I asked them, have you taken the weight loss injections, or are you currently on them, or are you just looking into them? I'm asking questions. I want to find out if they know anything about GLP-1 or semaglutides or the injections. And I'm just asking. And 9 times out of 10, if they just want the GLP-X, it's because they've looked into the injections and they think this is going to work just like the injections. And it might. It's too early for us to tell, in my opinion. It's too early for us to tell what it's going to do. So anyways, I strike up a conversation. That's my blanket conversation with them when they ask about the new product. And then I go from there. Then it's, I mean, I took Manjaro for a month because my doctor gave it to me for a free sample. It worked like a charm, but I couldn't afford it and my insurance wouldn't cover it. So
Right.
then I just go from there. And I tell you, I have gotten away from boards. I have gotten away from, I am customizing everything. And it is usually with the record button because I can send out more recordings, voice recordings, than I can sit there and typing on an hour lunch and try to get my lunch in. So that's basically it. Building the value of the kits. If they can't afford a whole lot, then I listen to them. If they really just push for the GLPX, I try to get them to get at least 2 bottles. Okay. And that's there. I've got several that have just gotten 2 bottles. I tried to get them all on subscription with that. And I do have verbiage that I changed out for my subscription that's working really well. But just building the value, like the girl that I just signed up with today, she just won the GLPX. She only wanted to spend $100 on herself. I'm like, look, I want to get you instant gratification, and you're not going to see it for the most part with the GLPX. What are you struggling with? Do you struggle with energy? Do you struggle with sleep? Do you struggle with not anxiety? Sorry, stress. Can't say that. I'm just, do you struggle getting your meals or your protein in? Do you, gut issues? I'm just asking questions to see what else I can pair it with. My favorite's the trim sticks and the XR2s, in my opinion. I mean, that's just kind of where I like to go with it. But to boost our GLP-1, you need the whey protein. So the lean's good to go with it, or do the probiotics with it. I did sign one up with the trims or the GLPX and probiotics. So it's just asking questions to see what their specific needs are and target those. If they just want that GLPX, ask more questions and at least get them on one more thing, 2 more things to just build that value for them. Now, my verbiage, I have been, just because time restraint, I have been sending out my link for people to order. And I do have a blanket statement when I send that out. Okay, here's your link. Everything's in the cart. Avoid hitting the back button because I've gotten burned. I don't know how many times it's gone under the corporate tree. I had to call them the other day. Avoid the back button because it will mess up sometimes. Let me know if you have questions. Also, very important, a subscription will pop up and you'll want to do this. Trust me, you're not locked into it at all. This is the best way to shop. They'll email you 5 days before it processes. So you can go ahead and change it then or push out the date. The trim sticks and the GLPX are 10% off when you put them on your subscription. I said, pick your flavor of trim stick of the Power Duo. Let me know if you have any questions. And when you get your order in, let me know so I can make sure that I've got it in on my end. So that's kind of the blanket statement. And I've just been pushing those 2. That's right now. I'm just getting them on subscription that way with that. I think I've gotten away from boards for blanket statements. And I'm starting to ask more questions, and I'm doing a lot of voice messaging. And I ask them, I'm like, look, because I can't set up, Stephanie Wood knows this, I cannot set up phone calls. It doesn't work with me right now because I don't know my schedule. It's very, very frustrating. So I have been doing a lot of voice messages and just communicating back and forth, and I'll ask them, hey, look, if I can't set up a time to get them on a call, then can you listen to a voice message when you can? And then and my voice clips might be a little long, but I'm explaining the kits. Or not all of them, but I'm explaining how it works and the nutritional guide and what all they get and building the value with getting more than just the GLPX. I had a young girl, she's a vet friend of mine, and she just wanted the GLPX. And we started talking, and now she's on the Gut Collective and GLPX. It's a custom Gut Collective because she didn't want the pina colada, and she wanted the fruit punch. But so it's just asking questions, y'all. It's just diving deeper and peeling those layers away. And just posting. It's just I've been one like Stephanie Wood, and I try to keep my Facebook wall clean, post about myself, but with the excitement that's in this, I've done lives. I do not know how to do Instagram to Facebook as far as doing a live on Instagram in my stories and it post into my Facebook stories. So I just do videos of me, and then I just post them to my stories in Facebook. That's how I do that. And then I can reuse them. I can just cycle them and reuse them. So,
well, you guys, thank you, Dawn. So if you guys are listening to each one of these ladies, you're hearing basically the same. They're not using boards. They're using their own private messaging. They're asking questions, and they're getting these people to sign up for more than just the GLPX. So that's what I love, is that making it personal. Dawn, I did have one last week. Same thing happened to me. She signed up, and she texted me, and she goes, hey, she goes, I got it ordered, and now I want to add the GLPX to it. I'm like, I didn't get your order. I have no idea what you're talking about. And so she sent me, luckily, they were able to fix it right away. So I sent it to the rep, and they fixed it right away. So you guys, and we all probably have links out there that are just sitting that we need to check up on. I have one gal, I swear to God, she's probably got 4 links in her Facebook Messenger. And I just have been checking back with them because we don't want to miss out on someone being assigned to someone else because that link didn't work. So
I knew mine would go to Melissa Adams, and I was just going to call her and say, look, you need to call corporate, and this girl's mine.
And I say, too bad, so sad. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You know what? She carries a gun. Be careful, Melissa. She shoots beavers.
Well, and that's why I added in, and that's just for everybody's reference. If you're sending out links, tell them do not hit the back button because it's happened. Now you can call the cool thing is you don't have to have them on the phone. You can call corporate and say, hey, look, Suzanne Fritz signed up, and I make them screenshot their order to see what it says. And you can call corporate. You don't have to get them on the phone, which is the cool thing, because they can see that it went under the corporate tree, and they trust you because I've got their information. Leslie couldn't do it because she didn't. Well, yeah, you could, but anyways, you know what I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's why I always ask them to verify, because I texted Suzanne. I'm like, hey, you got any questions? Because I knew I had a link out. And that's another thing. I always follow up. If you put a link out there the next day, I'm going, did you have any questions? For that reason right there, because she's like, well, I signed up last night. I'm like, no, you didn't. send me a screenshot so I can get it fixed. So, because if y'all don't understand the corporate tree, like I just said, if it doesn't go, if they don't get it, if it's not assigned, it's under corporate tree. So it's going to go to your nearest founders club person. So Melissa, so Suzanne lives here. So it would have gone to Melissa. That's why I kind of laughed about it. I told Jody, I said, I'll just tell Melissa that she needs to change sponsors on her. Because you've only got like a 24-hour window or something like that before
48.
48 hour. Okay.
So just so you know.
No, I know. I'm just cutting up with you.
Yeah, we know.
I thought it was funny. So always check back. Don't assume that they're just not ordering. Go in and ask them if they've ordered, because that can happen. So
Well, and the thing is, Melissa won't know who actually that belonged to either. You know,
Right.
she's not going to know. I mean, it
Uh-oh.
could be just some Tom, Dick, or Harry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
All right.
And I'll
So,
tell you too, it's a great time to be a Founders Club earner in the last quarter. I've gotten 4 this month. It's crazy. So
Yep.
yeah.
it's another good reason to shoot for Founders Club.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we're all shooting for Founders Club. I mean, now is the time. I mean, and I love it because, you know, Dawn, that was one of the first things Dawn did on Sunday night before it launched, is like, take a screenshot of your points. It's gonna go. So that's pretty exciting. Just watching the numbers grow.
Yep.
So does anybody else have anything else that they would like to add, or any questions on what the ladies are doing? Because you know what, you guys, I know that we have another, 8 days to get
9.
this done and use the promos, and you know, the manager promo and all of that. And I mean, we just go. So does anybody have any other questions?
I will say, because Melissa's on here, and this has always resonated in my head, that she's always made it with Zingular. But if you don't tell your friend about Zingular, I'm going to tell him about Zingular. If you're not telling your people about GLP X, golly, I want to flip those. If you don't tell them, they're gonna freaking hear it from somebody. As big as this product is, even though there's not, I mean, Georgia's small with distributors, but they are going to hear about it from somebody. Somebody's going to comment on a public post, and it's going to put, like Stephanie Foreman mentioned, and it's going to post on their wall, and they're like, oh, well, what is this? If you're not posting and telling people about the GLPX, you're going to miss out on this, because somebody else is going to tell them.
I can tell you that happened. So I told you about this gal, and I wanted her to get on the GLPX. She did the Ignite kit 3 years ago and ended up by not even finishing it. And she wanted the GLPX. And so, you know, I'm trying to convince her. It's like, okay, you do know you have, you know, 45 pounds that you want to lose, that you're going to need more products. She goes, well, if you don't sell me this, I will go find someone who will. So I was going through my Facebook, and a friend of mine, she posted about GLPX, and I'm looking at her and I'm like, this is a horse friend that has like 700 mutual friends, that I had no idea that she did Zingular, and she's posting, and this gal actually commented that she wanted information, right? And so she was looking. If you don't sell it to her, she was looking for someone to get it. And I mean, this could have happened either way, right? Where she didn't comment on mine, but she commented on this other gal's, and she got the GLPX on the one that actually responded and gave her the information, right? So, you know, people are out there. There are more people out there, and it's going to be popping up because people are going to be doing the business more now than we have seen it, because this opportunity is not going to get away with, I mean, it's not going to get away with not being like posted and followed up and all of that, because this is huge. This is huge for us. And I foresee 2020 happening all over again with this product. I really do. I do. I look in my back office and the numbers are growing, and I'm just like, maybe I will get to go to that executive dinner. Oh, so anybody have any other questions? Terry, Bryant, or Audra? Any of you guys? It's going to be bigger.
I
I
did.
love
I
it.
did.
It is. It is.
Yes.
It
I
is.
did want to just mention, I have, like, I know that people aren't copying pasting boards, but we're using them for a jumping off point. So go in there and jump off of stuff, make it your own. But because partners are coming back like crazy. Lisa is a prime example. I think I have 6 new partners right now. I have 2 upgrading. I'm like, we need onboarding. So I have been jumping off of Lori Ulrich and Cora Hoffman's onboarding, and I've made it very simple. Thank you. Lisa has been my guinea pig. Jackie Stupek has been a guinea pig. I've got Katie Hansen back. She's my guinea pig too. And Tammy Castronova has been watching me, and she's like, I love it. It's simple. So if you want to see what I'm doing, I am happy to have you in a chat so you can see what I'm doing, but I've made a new packet, but I've made it in small chunks so it's not overwhelming, and I think it's easy, but I do want us to tweak it as people are using it and what you think. So it is in there under new business boards. You'll see a construction because it's under construction, and then it just says onboarding. And you can go in there and look, or you can have me. I think the best way is to model it, and then we'll work it through together. I was going to tell the Golden Girls, like, let's go through it and fine tune it. But I just wanted to let you know it's there. It's being worked on. We'll fine tune, but it's there. And
another thing, yeah, that's awesome. I want more info. Another thing too is that I was listening to something the other day, and they were talking about referrals, right? Where these people that have come back, if they don't want to do the business, we need to be asking them for referrals. I have one. She came back. She was a distributor. She didn't do a lot of it. I mean, she had a couple of signups. I think she may have gotten a quick start, but I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Anyway, but I'm going to reach out to her because her son is getting married. She's going to be in the wedding party. And there's got to be people in that wedding party, right? That might need what we have as well. So those kind of people and the people that are returning, those are the people you've already had that relationship with them, that it would be a great time to get maybe some referrals as well. They don't want to join you, grab their friends. Anything else, Melissa? Would you like to add anything? We'd love to hear it.
Now I came to learn.
Oh, you came. So you know.
You guys were doing. It's so funny. I did a training for my team last night. I do it on Monday nights, and I've got my book right here. And the first thing is talk to your customers. That was already mentioned. The second thing is subscription is not optional. You've got to get them on subscription. The third thing is we're not in the business of slinging products. We're in the business of connecting with people. Then are you using a referral system? So that was big. And then this is one that you may have mentioned it before I got on, but this is really working for me. Are you having your customers post for you and if they don't want the business, just tell them I do, and I need to get the word out because everybody's going to hear about this. And could you help me?
Oh,
and
there you go.
Yeah. And I give them a post. I mean, I just give them a picture to post and tag me, and it's so effective. And then you've got to talk to your customers about the opportunity. I mean, you got not just once, not just twice, not just 3 times, over and over. Every time they tell you about a result, let's share this. And then one of the things that I'm doing also is when they're posting and when they're giving me referrals, when these people are ready to sign up, I'm going back and say, I know you don't want to do this, but I don't want to take your money. Let's at least sign you up as a partner, and, just the referral money. Let's get that, in your bank account. And then they end up, getting the money. And it's just, after you get a check in their hand, that's when the magic.
That's our goal. That is our goal.
Melissa, are you still doing your reimbursement, like you paying their members or their partnership fee back? Are you doing that like when they
hit their quick starts?
Okay.
Yeah, and I do my referral. I do a third of my commission for whatever they purchase. I do not, if they purchase bundles, it's the only time I give them referral money. they got to send me 10 referrals for the GLP X to get one bottle. And I'll give them a bottle if they give me 10 referrals, but I'm not gonna pay somebody to have me to give me people.
Right. I knew you had a good system in place. So
working too right now, especially because these people want this GLP X and they don't want to pay for it. So everybody knows 10 people. It's just like, you know what it reminds me of? And I don't want to just hijack your training. It was not my intention at all. But so what it reminds me of is back when people used to buy rainbow vacuum cleaners. And if you sold 10 rainbow vacuum cleaners, you'd get yours for free. If you set up 10, of these things and you had 10 people buy them, you'd get your rainbow. And this thing was like $7,000,
It was so expensive. I'm like,
I have people all the time. I mean, I have people all the time calling me and saying, I need you just to have these people come to your house. And I'm like, no, they ain't coming to my house. But people would do it for a rainbow vacuum cleaner, and they'll do it for a $75 bottle of GLP X if you just tell them what they need to do, and they'll do it. Right. They don't know better.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. This is the time, you guys, I swear. I mean, and you can see all these different groups and different leaders that are there. I mean, they are just throwing training in because we don't want to lose anyone. We want to keep everyone informed, because if they're not, you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to get lost if you don't stay on top of what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want overwhelmed people, because people that are overwhelmed won't do anything. Well, yeah, but we know you still will. We know you still will. Goodness. So, all right, go ahead, Kim.
Hey, I have a question. So I have talked to all my people. I've talked to old people. I feel like I'm dealing with the Dead Sea, but I'm not going to let that discourage me. But I have a lot of people on my other page, my healthy page, and these people I don't know. I'm trying to get a relationship with them so that there's some trust. I'm not just throwing it out there. They're reading it from Instagram or whatever. And besides, I can't get them on the phone. They only want to text. What is like a magic thing? I'm trying everything. I'm trying, oh, you have like horses. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Or something that I see uncommon that if I can pull up their Facebook. What is the best thing for it's a completely a cold sell. And I've got like 6 of them all looking at everything, waiting to get paid, doing this. I'm checking into them. I'm sharing things like, wow, did you see the results? It's coming back. I'm so excited. What thing are you using with these non-friends that don't know you, that are just strangers, to get them to bond with you or trust you more? What are you guys using?
If I made a post and they're asking me about the GLPX, that's what I'm going with. I'm not going to build like this huge relationship if they're already, hang on, you guys. I'll have to call you back. I'm on a Zoom. All right, honey, bye. I mean, I think we all have people we don't know. I mean, if you have 5,000 Facebook friends, you don't know all of them. But
this is public, Leslie, because my other page is not just friends or friends of friends, or they're not approved friends. This is my other. How
are they getting into your page?
Huh? It's on her business page. It's on her business page, and I get what she's talking about. I've got some that I've messaged through there, but what I've done, Kim, is I've gone back to see if they're actual friends of mine, and then I go back and I'm messaging them on my personal Facebook wall. I mean, on my personal messenger.
These people aren't friends, but I made friends with 3 of them.
Well, if they're not responding, just keep going. Just keep going. That's all you can do. I mean, you can't beg them to talk to you. Don't fret over those.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
just
Well,
keep moving.
I had two that we weren't even friends because everything on my page is public. And
Oh,
this gal reached out and she wanted to know, actually I had two, reached out and asked me and said, hey, I'm looking at, your this new product, this GLPX. Can you tell me more? And so I answered her, so I said, yeah, so this is a new, revolutionary product, this, that, and the other. And I only gave her just a little bit. And she came back with like another question, like, do you have like results? Do you have people with results? And I'm like, okay, she's fishing here. We're not friends. I don't know who this person is. She doesn't have any horses on her page. I don't know how she found it. And so I just asked her, I said, oh, so are you looking for what did I say? Are you looking for information? Do you belong to another company? Or are you looking at joining me as a partner with Singular? That's all I asked her. And she came back and she goes, I'm with Octavia and we don't have anything like this. And I just wanted more information. And that was it. And this other gal that asked me for information, I just told her, I said, it's great that you found my post and I would love to give you more information. And she says, I was just going through my, um, through my timeline and it popped up and I want more information. Now, I haven't gotten back to her in a couple of days, but I'm just going to treat them like they're friends of mine, like they would be a horse friend. If they want to know about GLPX, I'm going to sell it to anybody because if you don't, I will.
mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to worry about building too much relationship in that request. I am going to give them the information on the GLPX and as if I knew these people. Because I can tell you that at 5,000 friends, if I know 4,900, I mean, if I know 100 of them, I'm lucky.
Paige asked, so are you
Uh-huh.
saying that we can just order the GLPX? Paige, yeah, they can order whatever they want to. What we're trying to do is to help them get better results with more products and not just selling one. Sometimes you can't help it. I'm not going to tell somebody, no, you can't have one bottle of GLPX. Build the value in it, tell them about the 45-day money back guarantee. This is my blanket statement with everything is I want to get you started the most comfortable spot you feel financially getting started for yourself. And what that means is I try to push them a little bit more. When they tell me they want to spend $100, I just had one spend $150 because I built the value in something else. I'm not going to throw a $500 kit or a $600 kit at somebody that tells me that they're going to spend five or they can only spend $100. So it goes back to just listen to what they need and pair that up with something else that's going to get them instant gratification or it's going to help their specific needs. I need to wash my hair. My head itches.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
really,
I've got a couple people that just want to order just a few things. They don't necessarily want the whole bundle or whatever, but they want to incorporate that the GPX in with it. So,
right.
GPLX.
And just let them know that first order is their safety net. So that's why I try to get them, hey, order the big kit. What do you want? If you can afford it, don't come in with an 8-day because you want to try it. Because then if you want to just try it and you got 8 days, then you don't have a safety net under when you order the X bundle or the plus or the advanced or whatever. So, that's why I say just build that value in that 45-day being their first purchase. I think that's huge. I think I have converted a lot of people from coming from just the 8-day when you build the value in the 8-day versus the X bundle. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So anyways, so that's all, just asking questions. But yeah, I mean, you can. Mm-hmm. I think I've sold one bottle by itself. I've talked a couple of people into go ahead and buying two. So, so that's all.
one more question. Believe it or not, one bottle on this one lady, she's now going to wait for payday, but she goes, can I call and do split credit cards? And I'm like, whoa, 75. Yeah, you can. Oh, yes, we can call corporate and do it. Yeah. But I offered her, what do you call it?
Klarna.
Yeah. And she goes, oh, this is a lot. I'll just wait. Because none of my customers ever use it. Leslie had to walk one of my people through it and she got denied. A long
Guys, use Affirm. Affirm is so much easier than Klarna.
Is it?
Yes, Affirm is so much easier than Klarna.
I thought it was the other way. Affirm is better.
Affirm, I've had people use Affirm and have no issues, but the Klarna, it's something like I've tried to walk through and even sign in as them and try to do it on my phone, thinking they were technologically, good Lord, that's a word I haven't obviously used in a long time. And I'm thinking I couldn't get it to go. And I'm like, I don't even know, because there's something about the pink bubble or something at the bottom that you don't want to do. And Affirm is just simple. You go in, put Singular in, ask for a one-time card, tell them how much you want to spend, and it spits a number out for you for a card.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, it's a lot simpler in my opinion.
Well, and Christy Applegate must use it a lot, because she gives like instructions all the time in the executive chat. And the thing is that you have to know how to do the Klarna to get enough money in order for them to allow you to purchase through, like if your kit is $350, you better get approval for $400, if that makes sense, because it's not just the kit. They have to pay the tax and they have to, all of that. And so you just have to make sure that they know. And some people, if they can't afford $75 bottle, they might not be able to get Klarna. They may not qualify. So, you can only do what you can do, but they can use two credit cards.
Tough one. She wanted to split $75, and I
well, maybe it's tough times right now. Yeah. So.
I know.
It is tough times.
You would be so proud of me. I said, you know what? I will wait for you. And you know what? If you need me to be on the phone with you, let's do this. I know I'm a stranger, but I'm so excited about this. You know what? When you get going, I'm going to help you lose weight. If you follow me, I'm going to do this contest, and I need you to cheer me on. But you can use all my posts to share with your friends, and I'm going to help you get your money back. And she said, that sounds great. That was our last conversation yesterday, but she said, that sounds great. So I'm going to check back with her and see if sounding great and making money down the road is still going to work. Right. You never know. She could be a gazillion billion winner, Right. And you never know.
I think too, another thing too, is when you're looking for ideas to post, you can go into a lot of the different leaders and you can see their posts, or even these gals. You want to make some changes to it. But I find that I'll find a post, and if there's like 30 to 75 comments on that, I'm going to grab it. If there's like 1 or 2 comments and it was done yesterday, I'm not going to grab that one. I want to grab something that's going to grab someone's attention, and I'm going to post it. And I probably have been posting almost a little bit different though every single day. And I am getting like new people every single day. I think I have, if I go through all of mine, I have 150, 200 people on my list. I have 4 of double columns. And it's just posting. It's posting and then following up. I mean, and that's the thing. Don't post if you don't have time to follow up, Hondon. Which has been hard, if you're working and stuff, and then trying to get all those answered in an hour during lunch.
And if they're commenting on the post that you guys post, make sure that like somebody says, send me info. Don't just like it. Go in and reply, hey, I'm going to send you the information in Messenger. Has to be longer than 5 words. And then that brings it back up in notifications for somebody else. And every time, even though I'm saying the exact same thing, I am replying to everyone that comments on my post. Don't just like it. go in and say, hey, I'm going to send you the details, or say, oh, I can't wait to get you the information, or whatever, so that it brings up in notifications.
Right.
Thanks, Stephanie. I forgot all about that.
Yep. Yep. Well, and the thing is, a lot of times you have to let these people know where you're sending the info to. Like have had several that I've gone in to send that information to, and I sent them a birthday message, or I sent them something else on Zingular, 6 months ago or whatever, and they never read it. So I'll go back to my comment and I will tell them, check your Facebook Messenger. That's where the info is sent, because they got to know. And if they don't, that's their fault. And there are some that don't have Messenger. I've got a few of those too. It's like, I don't know how I'm going to get you the message or the info because you don't have Messenger.
Yeah, I have that one issue. There's a lady in Power to Change that keeps asking for information. I think her name's Marty something. And I've sent her everything, and I even go in and say, hey, I've sent it to you in Messenger, and she doesn't come back and say anything. And short of saying, hey, put your number out here for 50,000 people to read, I don't know how to get her the information.
So what I've done on that, Stephanie, I've given them my phone number. It's like, here's my phone number. I mean, I don't care. If they want it bad enough, they'll reach out. If not, there's nothing we can do about that. But
hey, speaking about phone numbers, I know this is going long. Speaking about phone numbers, Jody and I had this epitome the other night when we were talking. All of y'all know that Tammy Glowacki's Facebook account got hacked, and she was lucky enough to get it back. Y'all get in the habit when you start talking to these people, hey, can I have your phone number? I might go off, just in case these Facebook accounts are getting hacked all the time, and see if you can't get an email or a phone number, just in case. I would friggin' die if I had been in Tammy Glowacki's place. I would have. And she, thank God, got hers back. So that's just a thought, is just, and just use it for that. I mean, you can use it for Project Broadcast. I don't care. I'm just saying that gives you, if you have a little black book, or my prospect book's over there, but make a room right out beside their name and write their email or their phone number on there.
Right. Well, we think Kim might have gotten hacked. She had some Bitcoin, or no, not Bitcoin. She moved. She's moving, and she's got a bunch of stuff for sale.
Oh.
But okay, this is the deal. She commented on Tammy Glowacki's Bitcoin, and I think that's where it started.
Oh, I found it, Leslie. It was a girl that had a dog on there, and I liked her. She friended me. Oh, she followed me yesterday, and I liked her dog picture today. And I went back. I was able, for the last 2 hours, I went through all my history, and I found it. It was her. And so I blocked her. I did my double thing like you. So now I have to have my phone tell me when I log on and log off, like you said. I changed my thing, like my log on password, but it was that girl, because it was right around 11 o'clock when my friends saw that my house was up for sale. My husband got a promotion. We're getting rid of everything, including my John Deere lawnmower, and everything had to be gone by the 28th. Right. I would have these people at my house with my address on there, my address, and pictures of my house.
I don't put my phone number. My phone number and my email are not on Facebook.
Well, my phone number's not on there, but my address. What the hell?
Yeah. Another thing too, you guys have to watch out for scams is people that are posting these missing dogs. These missing dogs are floating around, and they are not.
I've seen the same Saint Bernard in so many damn states. It's impossible to. I mean, I'm like, this poor Saint Bernard has been all over the country, and ain't nobody come to get him in 3 days.
Yep. This white Pyrenees with blood all over him, where he got into something. Someone posted here in Indiana that he was like in Morgantown, which is like a half an hour from here, and I'm like, girl. And if you click on those people's names, they don't have, I mean, they've got their picture, they've got some information, and maybe they've got 2 posts, and that's it. It's all a scam. And I don't know if that's how if you're commenting or if you're sharing that's how they're getting into the scams. I don't know. But I know that we're kind of went off track there. Sorry, guys. So do we have anything else that we'd like to talk about? It looks like we've lost a few people. Do we have any other people that want to jump on? And Terry, you're doing great. You're muted.
I'm not used to my little phone. I'm working, getting ready. We're having a party tomorrow in my house. So
yeah,
doing reach outs. I've got 8, and I was thinking 5 of them are return customers. And as I'm listening to you guys, I just went over with my leaders Monday the do's and don'ts that Singular gave us, because I see a lot of people that we follow still doing the don'ts of what Singular doesn't want us to do. Like, we can't mention the RX shop names. And I still see that out there. So I used to work for a lawyer, so I'm like such a black and white. Singular told us not to do this, you guys. And it's really hard when you see ambassadors and other people posting. So just really check yourself, stay close to your team and have your do's and don'ts written out. And especially because I'm having this party tomorrow, I want to not say anything wrong.
Right.
The other thing I love is that's really helped me. I don't know if Steph's still on here, but when people, when she did that interview with Dr. Ralston, I mean, I'm soaking up all the doctors. I'm soaking up Dr. Diana. I listen over and over and over what he said. And I actually am presenting, like you said, how are you selling it? Well, we hear what people need. You want weight loss. So of course you're going to need one of the X bundles with it. If it's just gut health, it's going to be a slower weight loss and healthy gut with the products. And what Steve said, we asked that question, if they only want 1 or 2 products, what order goes with the GLP-X? And I'm listening to this naturopath say, trim sticks, the dynamic duo, the power duo, the trim sticks, and then the cheat fiber, and then the complete probiotic, and then the collagen. So when I've talked to these people and they want just, as we've been talking about, just that one bottle, it's like, I've talked most of them into at least 3 extra products if they won't go with a bundle, because I'm saying this is what the doctor says. And then when people are asking me, what is it? I'm actually getting to share, because Stephanie did that. That was so amazing. What these doctors, I go listen to what they're saying, and they so appreciate Dr. Diana and Dr. Steve and all that they're educating us on, because we are still grasping it. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
That helps me a lot, just to share those videos too.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to add.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else? If not, I'm going to go ahead and end this. We lasted for almost an hour, you guys. But it's all good.
I don't know. I'm not dead.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought I was on mute. Jody just said he just said y'all put me to sleep, and I said, yeah, I'm about dead. So sorry, I thought
I
we were
know,
on
and
mute.
it's so funny because Dawn is our night owl. It's 9:19, and she is exhausted because she's having to get up early. Because I see her up, like when I'm checking my phone, I'm like, my little green dot on the messenger, I'm like, Dawn's up. All right, you guys, I am going to stop the recording.